City Rhythms offers a captivating glimpse into Philadelphia's musical landscape, featuring intimate interviews and live performances from musicians across the city. Over the next 30 minutes, our goal is to learn more about the talent right around us, while learning more about the landmarks informing their creative journeys. In other words, where does the story of the artist meet the story of a place? Tonight, we're honored to have multi-instrumentalist, the vibrant, the energetic, the magnetic Emospacebird in the studio. Welcome to City Rhythms. Get comfy, get ready. I'm your host, Rachel K. Godfrey. Welcome, Emospacebird, to the City Rhythm Studio.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Was it easy getting here?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, it is a little downpoury today. It came out of nowhere, but I don't know, it feels cleansing.
Yeah, it was better weather than I thought. Like, I thought it was going to be like super cold and chilly, but it was actually like, I don't know, cleansing.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so let's jump in. Here we are, the great city of Philadelphia. How did you get here?
I'll try to keep it short.
You don't have to.
Oh, okay. So I was living in Columbia, Missouri at the time, which is like 2 hours away from where I grew up, St. Louis. And I was doing music out there. There's a pretty good music scene. It's pretty cool. But at the time, I didn't really like the way things were going in life. And I had a friend that already lived here that was like, yo, I think you should move here, you know? I think you do, pretty well in Philly. And I was like, nah, I don't know about that. And then I just like watched my life slowly decline into like stuff that I just like didn't want to happen. So then I just called them one day and I was like, yes, about Philly. And it's definitely made my life much better, for sure. Yeah. Just like, I don't know if it's because of time or like age, but yeah, I've just had a lot of great opportunities in this city. It's like magical.
Yeah, so I'm curious. Well, one, how long is that journey? By plane? By car?
Oh, we went by car. It's about 15 hours.
15 hours.
Yeah, and I think we stopped in Pittsburgh too. So then from Pittsburgh to Philly, I don't know the exact time, but yeah, it was maybe like a couple more hours.
Yeah.
And then we finally arrived. In March, actually, yeah. So it's been 6 years this month that I've been here. So.
We love a full circle moment.
Yeah, funny timing.
Yeah, so I'm curious what you heard about the city that made you be like, I'm about to hop in this car.
Honestly, I mean, I just knew that the music there was really good. I've already heard some of the artists, obviously, like Music Soul Child stuff. But like, if I'm being honest, I didn't know much about it. I just kind of, I don't know, threw caution to the wind.
Yeah. You ran forward.
Yeah.
So you named some of the artists that you had already heard from here.
I'm sorry, and Rocky.
Oh, and
yeah. I'd heard about Rocky too, but yeah.
So I gotta come 15 hours for this statue.
Rocky. I actually hadn't seen it until last year.
The movie?
No, the statue.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Were
Yeah.
you?
I had never gone to the art museum, but I had an opportunity to go. So yeah.
Were you surprised, or were you like, oh my gosh?
It was pretty cool, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very tiring, but cool.
To go up the steps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was quite a climb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, it matters. You've heard the music of some of the musicians that were over here. I'm curious, in terms of influence in your own music, in your own life, who are some artists that pop into your mind?
Ooh, so that's a lot of people. I'll say Stevie Wonder for one. Yeah. I really like Queens of the Stone Age. Yeah. A funny one, Jonas Brothers.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So many, honestly. Like, growing up, there was just like a lot of music in my house. One day I'd hear D'Angelo. The next I'd hear Paramore, and like so on and so forth. It was just very all over the place, which is, I think, is why my music has such an eclectic sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So I take inspiration from a lot of different music and different genres and different generations as well. Yeah.
It's a gift, I feel like, to listen to music, to be given music from a bunch of different generations, from different genres, and also a gift to be able to channel that into your own sound, which I think comes through really clearly.
Wow, thank
in
you.
your music.
Think about it that way.
Well, there you go. So what is it about let's talk about the artists that you first named. So thinking about Stevie Wonder, Queens of the Stone Age, what is it about their sound or maybe their lyricism that really resonated with you?
Stevie Wonder, for one, like my mom really likes Stevie Wonder too. She played piano, and so that was my first instrument. So I always gravitated toward the keys at first, but as I learned other instruments, like other stuff started to come out. But like Stevie Wonder was like, I just remember being in college for the first time and really delving into his like discography and hearing Intervisions for the first time and being like, like that's music. Like I want to do that. Like that's cool. I could never, but you know, like just like the way that he formulates songs, the way that you can just listen to his words and you can see the imagery, especially like with him being blind. I was like, that's pretty amazing. Like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, incomparable.
Yeah.
Pretty incomparable. Yeah.
So you started with keys?
I did, yeah. I've been playing piano since I was 9.
Since you were 9.
Yeah.
When I first met you in a basement,
in
a basement, you were on keys, and I remember, and I remember watching the way that because when it comes to the piano, me and the piano, we have beef sometimes. But I'll need someone to tell me the key or chord straight up. And I was just watching you like follow everybody, and I was just like, this is so wild to watch. Like,
well, yeah, the thing is I'm a predominantly ear player. Yeah. And by predominantly, I mean like majority.
I am
like,
an ear player.
I can like kind of keep with notes, but if somebody's like, you know, like give me a C sharp diminished, I'm like, you know, I can get there, but yeah, I can definitely get there faster with my ear. Like if they play it, I'm like, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. And I've learned to translate that to other instruments, so that's good.
So when you're around the city and you are playing with other folks, or even in like formulating your own music, do you feel, I don't know, because I feel like sometimes there can be this kind of stigma around being an ear player, as like a versus to being someone that's like, you know, I'm reading music or whatever.
I don't know, I think in order to be a great musician, it's good to utilize both, you know? So whatever kind of perceptions people may have, I've just tried to, I don't know, get better over the years in my craft and be able to like translate, like, because there's a lot of different musical languages. I'm learning that too, like in working with so many different musicians, that somebody might get like, okay, I'm playing this, then somebody might like, I need an E, or like this, that, or like, you know, or like, you know, what's the shape of the chord or whatever. So like, yeah, I don't know. I will say this, I think it's gotten a lot like cooler to be an ear player over the years. Like, yeah, you know, I use my ear now. So
that's really cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
Yeah. What are some experiences that you've had musically or otherwise that you feel have made their way into your songwriting?
Honestly, a lot. Philly has so many like freaking awesome musicians, and just there's a really good not only musicianship but just like stage presence. When I first got here, and not to say that it's changed drastically, but I've definitely gotten more comfortable. Like just watching people like I also worked at a piano bar, and so you really had to be an entertainer there. Like they really know what they're doing, and so seeing that and like transferring that and then like going to like say like a jam session and just like seeing people jump in and do certain things, you gotta like really put yourself out there and just like be less afraid. And so I've definitely gotten out of my shell a lot. Like this Philly has definitely gotten me like more comfortable, just like being on stage and performing and just like putting myself out there and just be like, you know, I'm gonna give it all I got. Because everybody around me is, and it shows.
So it feels supportive.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like there are a couple of jam sessions where it's just like, you know, they're like, want to play? Like I'll walk into Dalek, say on a like random Sunday or Tuesday. Hey, want to come up and play? I'm like, sure, why not? Like I'm like, I wasn't planning on it, but sure, I appreciate it. And then we just like go around and switch, and you just watch people, and it just like becomes this really good community of musicians, like supporting one another. Yeah, and that's good for me too, because I'm predominantly a homebody. So anytime I go out and I do see people that display that kind of camaraderie, it always makes me happy.
I love that. I love that there's a spot in West Philly specifically that you just named, that could offer that kind of community and support. And I do want to then transition into another spot in West Philadelphia that we actually went to recently for our On the Spot segment. Erin took us to one of the most peaceful spots in Southwest Philadelphia, in my opinion, sharing some new unreleased music with us. So I want us to take a second and watch what you did at Bartram's.
Hey, what's up? It's Emospacebird here. We're here on a beautiful spring day at Bartram's Garden, one of my favorite places in Philly, shooting a new song that I haven't released yet, and it's a part of the City Rhythm sessions. I hope you're able to check it out.
So that was A Taste of My Own Medicine, unreleased by Emospacebird. And I felt really honored and humbled by the fact that you were open to sharing unreleased music with us on that day. So what made you pick Bartram's as the spot that you wanted to do your performance?
So one of the first shows I actually had there when I moved here in 2019 was at Bartram's. It's when I was still with my ukulele. I had like an electric ukulele, and I had my little looper, and I had just gotten to the city and was on a bunch of like Philly DIY like Facebook groups, like looking for shows, boom, 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 and I think that's how I landed that one. I'm pretty sure, and I got there and I was like, this is beautiful. It kind of reminds me a little bit of where I grew up, because I grew up in a lot of nature actually in St. Louis, and whenever I'm there, it's just, I don't know, a really good place to just be peaceful, just recenter myself, and just like remind me of what's important. And I feel like just being by a body of water is just like, it's powerful, man.
It eats.
Yeah.
I just saw I just saw a tweet, and it was like, I need to stare at a body of water.
Yeah, it's so true. Like you just sit there and you're like, everything's so clear now.
Yeah. All land, all places, they have a story behind them.
Oh yeah.
Things that we can see, things that we can't see, and I'm wondering if that if like the physicality of the land, if that translates into your music making as well, or any properties that Bartram's has in addition to the peacefulness, the serenity. I wonder if your music has any similar traits.
I've never thought about it. I feel like lately, I don't know, the music I've been making has been a little bit more serene. I don't know, but I don't know if that's necessarily because of Bartram's, or maybe it is. I don't know. It's something I have to think about.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Not even like because of Bartram's, but like if you looked at Bartram's, and Bartram's is your sibling, I guess. Your sibling in creation.
Yeah.
You know, what are the traits that are that your parents passed down?
Oh, the similar traits of me and Bartram's?
The serenity that you just
yeah.
mentioned.
I would say definitely changing, always ever changing, for sure. Because I've been there in every season, and things are still like permanent, but like also like it's like to the core, it stays the same, but it's also changing. Yeah.
I want to pry.
You're already scared people with the basement, like, oh, we met in the basement.
Whoops. But what are some things? What's at your core?
What's at my core?
What's at your core?
Ooh, we're getting deep now. In terms of artistry, or just like me as a person?
Can you separate them? Is that possible? Is that possible?
Yeah, actually, just like separate artist from me, or art from person. At my core, video games, food, integrity, family, love, and emotion.
Yes. That sounds like a solid list to me. Not that my opinion on your list, doesn't hold weight.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Good. I'm glad.
So if those are the things that are at your core, what are the things that are changing?
Oh, I don't know. New foods, new video games, additions to family. I'm an aunt, so that's been new and exciting and fun. I don't know. Wow, these are really good questions.
Like a new aunt?
So I'm an older aunt. Like I've been an aunt for like the last 9 years, but I just had like a new nephew.
Oh my gosh!
A month ago, 2 months ago. Yeah.
We're looking into the camera to say, "Welcome, welcome to the world."
Oh, my sister's gonna love that. That's so funny.
That's so exciting. Have you ever thought about making music for your?
I've like made like little jingles here and there, but like nothing serious. But nothing like, oh, like, isn't she lovely?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Hey, full circle again. Stevie Wonder. Listen.
Yeah. I wrote a song for my sister when I was in high school once, like my older sister. Yeah.
What was the content of it? Was it a diss track?
No. So this was after my parents passed away, so she had to she had already been taking care of me, but she had to really step up and take care of me. So it was just kind of like a love letter to be like, hey, you're cool, you're special, like you deserve the world.
Yeah.
And the world will never hear it, but yeah.
But your sister heard it.
I sing a little bit for her, but yeah. I was in a phase, like, especially in high school, like, I really didn't like singing for anybody. Yeah. Yeah.
So what changed?
I did Battle of the Bands in high school, actually. Like, I was very shy still, but me and a friend, really good guitarist, we did a couple of songs that we made together, and then I went up there and I played keys by myself. And afterward, we didn't win, but these two little girls came up and asked for my autograph, and I was just like, oh, like, maybe I am pretty good at this, you know? I should get out of my room. But then I didn't get out of my room for like the next 4 or 5 years. And then at 23 in Columbia, Missouri is when I was like, I kind of want to record or like, play out live.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I want to get out of here. I really want to say that I appreciate you being here, your presence, also the way that you pull up into this space, and also when we were at Bartram's, I felt like it was just a silly, goofy, and also really sweet time.
Yeah, I like to keep it chill.
Me too. Look at us.
Yeah, there's already like so much happening in the world, and it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just come together and do something good.
Yeah. I want to give you the opportunity to, if you want folks to find you on socials, or if there are any upcoming projects that you want folks to look out for.
Oh, absolutely. I'm currently working on a new album as we speak. A Taste of My Own Medicine will be on there. When is it coming out? I'm not sure, but you'll just have to be patient. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be working with a friend on one of their projects as well, which is pretty cool because I usually just stick to my own stuff. So it's nice learning and like being a part of something else that somebody else created for once. And where you can find me is at Emospacebird on all platforms, all kind of music. Yeah, it's just EMOSPACEBIRD. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us as we learn more about Emospacebirds' journey as a musician in Philly. Stay tuned for more captivating stories and performances that celebrate our city's rich musical tapestry. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at City Rhythms. That's at CITYRHYTHMS. Have fun, take it easy, and don't forget to keep the rhythm alive. We'll see you next time.